Hi everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. I hope you've all had a fantastic Christmas. You've had plenty of time to relax and plenty of time to craft. I certainly had lots of new craft goodies for Christmas. I had all intentions of actually keeping them in a box so I knew what I'd got, and then I thought, no, the craft room's untidy, so I've put them all away now. So I need to make a note of what I got so I can have a play. But what I thought I would do today is bring you something a little bit different. We've done Christmas, we've got over Christmas. I thought we would make this, and this is done by using Sweet Poppy stencils and actually Copic markers. So I thought we could have a go at doing it through a stencil. So I'll show you my way of doing it through a stencil. I love poppies, they're one of my favourite flowers. So what are we going to use? We need some no tap masking tape, the Sweet Poppy stencil, and it's actually an image by Lavinia Stamps, and it's the poppy one. And then I've got my Copic markers out. I've got greens and reds and one black. So I have got on the end, aren't they? YG61, YG11, YG67, YG63, R14, R59, R29 and 100. So they're the colours that we're going to use. I've also got some copper metallic paints, which is a Sentimentally Yours, a fan brush, and then I've got Memento, and I've got desert sand and a blending brush, and I will show you what we're going to do with that. Now I've cut my card already to size, which is just under 200 by 85. Okay, and I'm going to pop this, centralize it, and I just want a little bit of masking tape across the top to just hold it in place. It's not straight though, so I'm just leaving a little bit at the top. I'm sorry if my head gets in the way. Centralize it, that's it, and across the top. And then we're going to take Desert Sand Memento ink, and I'm just going to take it from the pad onto my blending board, because I really only want a light covering. You don't want loads. You don't want it till you can see it going a desert brown at all. Mind you don't favour the bottom. And if you're not sure, you can just quickly lift it and have a peek. I shall do a little bit more at the bottom here, and then a little bit more over the flowers there. And that is literally all you need. You can pop your stencil to one side, close your ink pad. You really just want to make a shadow. Okay. Now we're going to start colouring, and I'm going to start with this big poppy here. I always colour upside down, so you have to bear with me on that. I'm going to start at the top actually, and you're just going to follow that contour around very carefully, because you do want a really sharpish edge, and you just want to, sorry, I'm using R59, so I'm using the deepest colour. And then I'm going to go to R29 and just pull that colour out, and again come a little bit further up, but just pulling that colour out, so you're blending that colour. Then I'm going to take R14 and follow it all the way to the top, blending all the way. Oh, I'm going to apologise in advance if I do put my head in the way. And just follow the line round. And then just blend. And what I will do is I'll take a bit more of the deeper colour. And the second colour down. And so just blend that out. And then and on to the next. And it's the same technique. Colour down. Just blending that colour. You do need good lighting when you're doing this. It's quite dull outside, so it's quite dull in the craft room. Just following that shading. Oh, wrong colour, Carol. Nearly. And now I'm going to do across the top exactly the same technique. You're just going to follow the edge. I love colouring because it's just so therapeutic. I did have some pastel pencils for Christmas, so I'm looking forward to using those. I'm really looking forward to getting those out. And some new Lavinia stamps that I haven't got. We've had some terrible weather though, haven't we? Goodness. Power cuts and no snow. Okay, so that's that poppy done. We'll move down to, we'll do the just the smaller bud here. work our way down on the poppies. I'm going to blend that one out a bit more because I'm not happy. Okay, we'll do this small one now. Okay, we will now move on to this one. And I'm just doing the darker at the bottom of the poppy. Okay, up to the lighter colour. Up. And just keep blending the colour into one another, pulling it up. So I forgot to mention at the beginning that this is smooth card. It's either from Phil Martin or it's proper Copic card. My box is all mixed up as I purchase it now. I don't keep them in separate boxes. Not following here. I mean, if you're not completely straight along your lines that have come from the stencil with the ink, it's not a massive problem. Taking the darker colour again. Your way up. I'm trying not to bring my head in, so hopefully it's not. I can't see, but hopefully it's not. Okay. Sometimes use a magnifying lamp when I'm colouring. It just gives you that better view, especially if you're doing this kind. You do find when colouring that after it's dried, it looks much better than when it's wet. But if you're not entirely happy, you can always do another layer, come back and go over it. Okay, I'm going to do this last poppy now. I always start with the darker colour first. Some people start with the lighter, and I always start with the darker. I will do some colouring videos in the next few weeks. The last few bits at the top. And colour down. I mean, colouring, whether you colour upside down or the right round, it's however you feel comfortable. I have no idea why I colour upside down. None whatsoever. I'm going to take that and then the lighter colour, just to get that blend. Okay, onto the green. I think there is one there, isn't there? Let me just get the stencil, because I have a feeling there is one there that I've maybe not caught. You can just line it up a little bit and then just touch that again. There we go. Okay. Okay, right, onto the greens. And for the greens, I'm going to take the darker one, which is YG67. And again, similar technique. I'm just going to start at the bottom here, following. Then the next one is YG63. Same technique, just bring that out. Then YG61. and then down to the lighter colour, which is YG11. And just following that stencil image again. Same here. Working from your darkest upwards. Pulling all that colour from bottom up. Lightest colour. On. Way up. And then the lightest one. Blend right to the top. And then pull that colour up. The key really is when you're doing the stenciling to not do too much, but enough that you can see an outline to follow. I'm going to start over this side now. Next colour down. The lightest colour. the next one down. Okay, the last one on this side. Okay, then we're going to do these ones, and then we'll come back and we will do the stems. Okay, so I'm going to take YG63 and I'm going to carefully just, one colour is fine. This one here. Just a sweeping movement. This one's a bit more difficult because you've got to come round the bend, as you call it. Around here. Okay, now the big stem. Then what I'm going to do is just take the darker green and come in from the bottom. Just to darken those stems up a little bit. Then come in with the YG61. Just blend that out. Then we're going to take our 100 and we literally just want to put some dots in the centre. Then you can just go over anywhere you think you need further blending. So I'm just taking the lighter one and just blending. Some of the green. As I say, it always looks better when it's dried. Okay. To one side, I'm just going to take a little bit of this copper paint and my paintbrush. I'm just going to put some on the side of my glass mat here. And add water to it to make it really watery. Which you probably can't see, but you want to make it quite watery. Add a bit more paint. Just making a very watery copper coloured paint. Then I'm going to flick over the top. And that is it. Clean up this paint. That dries pretty quickly. It's just, we just whack that. Got some sentiments. I've got these creative expressions. Couldn't think what they were called then. And I think we'll just put happy birthday on this one. So while that's drying, I shall just cut this. I'm not going to mount it or anything. Is that going to fit? No. So let's do Have a Fabulous Day. Have a Fabulous Day on instead. Bottom of there. Put these ones back in the bag. I've already mounted, I've already cut a piece of card, black. This is that the right one? Just check. Yeah, that's the right one. So this is just over 95 and just over 200. Got my card blank. Pop on the sentiment. Okay, and that is a different way of using your stencils with your Copic markers and doing a no line colouring, if that's what you want to call it. Okay, if I can just ask you to like and subscribe, I would be really grateful if you can subscribe, because it does mean that my videos then get shared to the wider community. So if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. But I hope you all have a great new year, if I don't do another video before then. And I'll be back soon. Bye for now.